I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run the operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Gurley's got the first down and then some. And all the way up to the 46. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Falcon.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Gurley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 18-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll toss to Gurley left. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Gurley now. Toss right. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. A very quick pass to Ridley. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
Second and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
72.
Now Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing again on second down. Brady going deep this time for Miller. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. After the interception, here's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. 65 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Jadon Mickens on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. He's back to throw here to start the drive. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Ryan. He'll let this go for the end zone. And, oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. toss. It's Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
A gain of 18.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan able to connect with his top man, Julio Jones. And the Falcons will extend their lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over first and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. On first down, Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, as we normally do, let's look ahead to what's to come here in the NFL for Week 6. Some changes to the schedule in this most unusual season. But, CD, I've earmarked a few here. I've got Cleveland and Pittsburgh, Green Bay and Tampa Bay. Of course, that's going to be a lot of fun. Arizona, Dallas, Monday night. And then you got Buffalo, KC moved from Thursday to Monday to account for Buffalo playing on Tuesday in Week 5.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and start with that one, because that Buffalo-Kansas City game, as you mentioned, was originally a Thursday night feature game. Then they moved it to Sunday, and then they had to move it to Monday because of the juggling of the schedule in this most unusual season. Arizona, Dallas, Monday night. That feels like...
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
On first down, it's Gurley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
To second and 10.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. They go play action with Ryan. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Ryan's
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Well, we got a second here, Charles. Let's play believer, non-believer. I'll give you a couple teams off to surprising starts. You tell me if you believe that they will continue that way. And let's start with the Browns at 4-1.
Non-believer last year, believer to start this season. believer, even after they got whacked in the opener by Baltimore, I think they'll contend for a playoff spot.
Okay, the Bears, same record, 4-1.
I still want to see more out of this team, but I like how their defense plays. Still need consistency on offense.
And then lastly, what about the Panthers at 3-2?
Oh, one of the great stories in the early going. Non-believer, because I think their division's too tough with Tampa Bay and New Orleans. But, boy, I like what they're doing so far at 3-2. Way better record than what people thought.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Devin White.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, Falcons. Todd Gurley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons push further out in front.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squid kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Now this will make it into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Free to throw again. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move, 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Sugar, sugar. Check 45
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
16-yard line.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't
Into the red zone, it's Brady. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, it's Brady. Open space inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The kickoff for Tampa Bay.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Now, Ryan on first down. Looking downfield for Jones. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And Fournette with a first down carry as he works his way forward for a nice pickup of about 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Switch.
Now Leonard Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. This is Fournette. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
That is caught at the 7. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. On the run, it's Fournette. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. His pass caught at the 4. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
The Falcons.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal.
Third and goal.
Brady now on third and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. You got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Another carry now for Gurley. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
A gain of 2. Brings up
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
And a Falcon first down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. Looking deep for Julio. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons.
Number 11.
Julio Jones.
Touchdown.
62 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Well, we've seen these two, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, connect quite a few times over the years. It never gets old.
It never gets old. Well, maybe for the defense it does, but not for us who are watching it. And Julio, every time he steps on the field, you can just about mark him down for 100 yards. That's about his career average per game. But think about this. Getting in the end zone has always been a struggle for him. He gets the big yardage, but he doesn't get the touchdowns. Not this time. No matter how many people were kicked in coverage, he found a way to beat it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, first down. Brady's throw there complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Gain of 22.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Here's first down.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's grit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's grit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. You friend smart, but my bud's
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Lambeau. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Gurley. Oh, what a juke into space. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big run there by Gurley. 54 yards on the ground. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Now Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Smith on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Buying time to his left. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, check Mike 45, check Mike 45. You must be dreaming. 45's the mic, 45's the man.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers, that's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Rodgers now on 1st down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
47-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
45, 45. Mike 45. Watch the glass. Watch the glass. 45, 45, 45. Mike 45. Watch the curl. Watch the
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
He's going to have the hook up to Gage. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Here we go. It's Gurley. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
First down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the shotgun, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Gurley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line.
2nd down at 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a give running left for Gurley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 6-yard pickup, but still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. On the keeper, here's Ryan. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
Another try on 2nd down with Gurley. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal, Gurley. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Punching it in from a yard away. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Sterling Hoffrichter.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Intercepted.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Dave.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
The 44-yard line.
From the 44, Ryan. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down. And 6 yards to go.
It's Ryan. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. It's caught. Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
Atlanta.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy. Who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan has ultimate trust in Julio Jones.
Oh, that was dangerous.
Julio Jones.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. To throw again, Ryan, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Fighting his way through contact, and this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Throwing again, Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And that'll make it 3rd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
28-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Offensively, pretty good execution. Long drive, chews up the remainder of the first half clock, and they finish it off with 3 points.
And what's the best byproduct of the whole thing besides the fact that they got points on the board? They didn't leave the other team any time to mount a drive themselves.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Kickoff for the Falcons.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Davante Adams, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Rodgers. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
No. Back one.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On first down, Rodgers. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Rodgers to throw once more. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
A 13-yard gain brings up 3rd and a yard.
Watch left. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
At the 11-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brought down by
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
With the handoff to
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 4th and 1.
They'll run it with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers are back within a score.
Mason Crosby.
Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
23 yards. 1st down, Atlanta.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
A gain of 26.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Ryan will throw again. Now they go screen, it's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Again, Ryan. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Play action, Ryan. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And this is caught, that they say, out of bounds. That would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get. Taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. And that is incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Aaron Jones.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have taken the lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down. Turned it over. Gave him great field position. Turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
The tackle made by Chris.
The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
The 1st down run with Gurley, a good one. He gets forward for 6 yards. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Julio
He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Ryan to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
First down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Darnell Savage that time who was able to knock it away.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Down right at the line of scrimmage. No game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
38-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were really helped by their defense.
This is Dev B Music.
Hey yo, yeah, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shawty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that chicky finger Nike check, t-shirt check, sneakers check, socks check.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of Cannon Blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. Returning it, Hill. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
3rd down.
From the gun, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Gain of 14.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there, that brings up 4th. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the Ravens' 47-yard line.
From the gun, it's Brady. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you. 72. 49, check 49, check 49. Hey, bolt 66. 48.
Throwing is Brady on third down. He's got Evans. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
At the 28-yard line.
We take a win. Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Brady now on first down. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 19-yard line.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Everyone, you got 4 down. 48 for Mike. Let's go.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Calais Campbell, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. Shotgun now for Brady. And he can't bring it in. Incomplete. He dropped it on the crossing route. 4th down now. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Good.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they got his man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 75 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
48th month. Watch your slack. Watch your slack. You go tight. You got easy.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Four minutes to play here in quarter number 2. On 3rd down, Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. First carry now for the backup, Flyyshotme McCoy. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Patrick Queen.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
They'll take over first.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the interception, here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
At the 41-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Jackson from the shotgun. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
The Raven 1st down.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Let's go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
From the 25 on second down, Jackson. His throw caught at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably...
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram taking it in. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. He's checking. Crash.
Throwing again. Brady airing this one out for Evans. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check. Crunch.
Operating from the gun. Brady over the middle to Evans. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
3-yard line.
Check 24. Watch 24. Alert 3.
Throwing on first down is Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete on the deep ball. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 48. Quit talking about it.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here we go. Watch the safety creep. Rip.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Brady on target to Gronk. First down, Buccaneers.
At the 15-yard line.
On first down, it's Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Derek Wolfe, 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Ravens' 13-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. Operating from the gun, Brady, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and with it, they're back within a field goal.
14, Buccaneers 11. Bradley Pinion to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson, it'll buy some time right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The Bucs take over.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Brady got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st down, Brady. He hits Gronkowski on the out route. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
First down.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Ball carrier.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
From the gun, Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
4th and goal.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Play action. It's Jackson. And no, it's incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
On down.
Single slot. 80 seconds me. Watch time. Tight end right. No. Off. Swing. 50. 48.
Now Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. To throw is Brady. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans with time running out. And the Bucs are going to take the lead.
And that score, in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
The finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and making an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. One last shot for Jackson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Final score, Buccaneers.
Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, I'm off to the airport. Charles will be on I-4 back to Windermere as we say so long from Tampa.
Have a nice trip. I'll be home before you even take off.
Lucky.
nation, this is second nature. All is automatic.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. And this will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 78 yards. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead.
Titans.
They said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Overcommitting in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Carson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Carson.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And he's got Lockett. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now it's Carson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Rashaan Evans on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Wilson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. And the Seahawks 1st down.
On 1st down, Wilson. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. the red zone now. They'll look to throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
It's second down and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. In one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
They begin with Henry. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
Seahawks.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Being chased out left. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
20, Seahawks 7.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting. Derrick Henry all alone. 30, 20.
You know what? Why don't you just start over?
Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
His kick.
You talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that it's demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out, coaches screaming, tackle it, get it. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
1 yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. He's at the 30, 10, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
To
DK Metcalf, 79 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there.
Derrick Henry all alone. The 20.
You thought you had it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 62 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
For the extra point.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
At the 29-yard line.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. So first and 10 now from the 30. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And some room to roam now. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That burst good for 20 and a first down. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Past the 20. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, 50 yards. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Well, I'm just not sure what more we can say about him after that one.
But we're certainly going to give it a try, aren't we? Because I believe we're watching greatness personified. It has not mattered all game long where they've handed him the football. He's taken it and found the end zone. He is so locked into that so-called zone, I don't think they're going to get him out of it in this one.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following that long touchdown pass, or one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 77 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like when you fit that in the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can. But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A first down carry for Henry. He's got a first down past the 30. Sheds off the tackle. And finally down at the 32-yard line. It's a big run that time by Henry. 52 yards.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
On second down now, it's Henry. And some room to maneuver. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. 25 yards. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And, partner, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before.
Just think, if he keeps every football from all the touchdowns scored today, does he need to build a new trophy room at home?
Yeah. A couple trophy rooms. Maybe a whole home for a trophy room.
What a phenomenal performance, and I'll guarantee you he's going to reward the rest of the offensive unit after this as well for helping him get to this number.
He better. This is just unreal.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust.
He's got a man, complete, 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is, if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much.
Derrick Henry all alone. The 20. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive, with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8, and I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Chris Carson, the intended receiver. And it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A final shot before break. Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Gostkowski set to kick off.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. This will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. On first and 10, it's Wilson. That's caught inside the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 49 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And that will cut this lead down to 13.
Makes the score Titans 55, Seahawks 42.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a first and 10. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Henry, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On the play. Brings up third down and 5.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Derrick Henry all alone.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room because I just delivered.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 77 yards. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
61, Seahawks 42. Stephen Gostkowski.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Second 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action. Throwing again. Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. A pass underneath for Carson. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Now Wilson on first down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson steps away to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And they get the...
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did the lady go miss? Her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
It's a gain of
great beginning there under the bright lights of prime time.
Yeah, it takes you back to high school football on a Friday night, doesn't it? When you feel like every eye in the county is on you. In this case, every eye in prime time is on you.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
It's a gain of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Bulldozes past him. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Henry. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Made by Terrence Mitchell.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Derrick Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Ball carrier.
A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes the score 7-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. It's a foot race. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 75 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Toss left, Henry. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. B.J. Goodson there on the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Henry. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
The Titans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Go.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. Bowls him over. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Titans 14, Browns 7.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. Had no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tumble.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
43-yard line.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Let's go. Hurry. Watch the twitch.
They run again on first down. Chubb. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Nick Chubb.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. They find some open field here. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one 28 yards on the ground. Think he's got some unfinished business after taking that all the way down to the 1?
There's no doubt in his mind that he has unfinished business. How upset would he be, even though he won't show it, if the play call comes in, quarterback keeper, bootleg, maybe someone else carrying the football? He's done the heavy lifting. Let him take it across the goal line.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. Now they'll employ the jumbo set now on second and 1. They run it again with Janovich. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
For the extra point.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Parkey with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Couldn't get in the field goal range. Let's see what happens.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And the busy night for Henry continues. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. They will find Davis. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And again, it's Chubb. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On the carry, it's Chubb. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense. Pick it up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Two 1st downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run. Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns have moved out in front.
Lining up for the extra point.
So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Henry. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And, you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Now Chubb. It's a good pickup on the ground of 7 yards, and time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll run it again with Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 31 yards there and a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
A first down carry for Henry. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A toss left. Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Tackled that time by Ronnie Harrison.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Here's Tannehill. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 29-yard line. A big play that time out of Chubb. 54 yards on the ground. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
30-yard line, 2nd and 12. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. This will be caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 30 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. One last throw here for Tannehill. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Tonight's final score.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on.